Happy Waynesday. How are you? I hope all is well with you. Today is Ash Wednesday, and it's if you celebrate, good. And I hope you get to your service and your mass and have a good one. And over the next 40 days, maybe you give up something significant. And if not, maybe you could just use this time period to say, what is it inside of me that I'd like to change? So a couple of things that I'd like to talk about. And one of them is my younger audience on there. I want you guys to put some comments down below and really start asking questions that you'd like to have answered, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea and be misguided by some silly internet or a TikTok, something that's quick and gives you a short explanation on a subject matter, and you don't get an in-depth conversation about it. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to ask your questions that maybe you think you know, or maybe you think, this is the thing that's important. I know there's a lot of questions about stocks, investments, things like that. Yes, I deal with investments. Yes, I deal with real estate, which is a form of investment also. I think one of the ultimately beneficial for its deductions investment. So it's got some good leveraging attributes to it. So it's a big deal. And also, people will always need a place to sleep. So you got to think about that. But what does your future hold for you? Here's the thing. You really don't have to know the answer. You may spend your whole life trying to figure it out. But do not wait until you think you have the answer to then do it. So here's a ridiculous example. Let's say you wanted to be a Olympic swimmer, and you waited till the age 60 to figure that out. Probably won't be the best then, right? And you probably won't make the Olympics. So there is something to be said about taking action now. So get to doing something. If it's wrong, you'll basically know it's wrong, because you'll get a lot of feedback that this is wrong. It won't feel right, or you'll get in trouble. Either one. I don't want you to get in trouble, so ask those questions ahead of time. This little gadget. You've probably seen the video before of me solving this, so I'm gonna keep going with this. Why? Well, the reason I want to solve this is to show you that for most of my life, I didn't know how to solve this. And now I do. That means that it's never too late for you to change or learn how to do something that you never knew how to do. That's important, because people think, oh, I'm too old. Oh, I'm too young. Listen, you are not too anything except what your mind tells you. So if your mind believes, yeah, I'm too old, then yep, you are. Don't even try. You've got to believe it first. So how do you believe it? Well, start doing. If you don't do something, you won't know. You ever had something at a restaurant, some new food, and you're like, oh, that looks good. I want to try it. Try it. And then it turned out to be something that you like. Or you went to someone's house and they were eating something, and you said, well, I'm going to try this. And then you ended up liking it a lot. That happened with my son. So it's good. You need to experiment. Look, we're almost there. See that? Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I go to the gym. Today was a gym day for me. And there are lots of people doing their workouts, and they're younger and they can lift more, they're faster, and that's the way it is. But you have this opportunity when you're young to take advantage of that. What does it mean to have youth, and what does it mean to have experience? Well, youth, it's just natural. You've got it. You're young. Go ahead and do something with it. Run, experiment, have fun, laugh. You should be doing that all throughout your life anyway. And by experiment, I mean try things that might enhance your life. Don't do drugs. Don't do crazy stuff that would be harming you, or something reckless that could hurt you or kill you. You've got one life that you're given, and you should use it, and use it to its best and fullest. The thought process and the thing that I've been thinking about a lot is when you're born and when you die, there's that little dash in between. How do you make that little dash something memorable for you and your family and your legacy? And this is maybe a little bit deep for a young person to think about, but if you start thinking about it now, I guarantee you'll be ahead of a lot of people. And as you get older, you can shape that legacy that you want to leave behind. Just think of it as, who do you want to be known for? So if a person knows me, they know who I am, what I'm about, and they either like me based on those things or don't. But that's who I am. The more time you spend thinking to yourself, who do I want to be? What type of person do I want to be? If you're a kind person and a nice person and you help people, and someone is there in need of help, help them. That's who you are, and it feels good for you. So do it. If you're a person that is very studious and you love your work, your schoolwork, your studies, do it, because that's who you are. The world needs who you are. The reason you're here is because you're meant to do something. So figure out what it is. Let's get it done. And if you need help, I'd love to help you. So we've talked about that. Let's talk about something else. And I'm going to finish this before we go. So let me focus on that. What we would like to do, meaning the thing that feels comfortable for us, is going to help us figure out the life that we're going to have. So work, it's work. You don't have to like it. It's like going to the gym. You may like going to the gym, but if you push yourself and you exhaust yourself, you may not like it, but it develops you, it strengthens you. So again, work develops you and strengthens you. So if you're focused on doing something that you like, a painter, contractor, electrician, doctor, lawyer, whatever it is, you're going to be good at it. And people that are good at their work can have a very good and comfortable life. So, and by comfortable, I don't mean you get to sit at home, play video games, and that's your life. It means that you can eat anytime you want. You can clothe yourself the way you want. You can drive the thing that you want. Go places that you want to go without having to sacrifice, or without the ability or the tools that you need to get you there. Anyway, I really am encouraging all of you out there to develop yourself as soon as possible, because it'll make the rest of your life well worth it. And on this Waynesday, I'm gonna solve this guy and show you the picture. I'm near the end, so let's go for it. Let's see, got this. And I like doing this. I like the muscle practice because it helps my brain. And all those years that I was never able to do this, I'm doing it for each one of those times. There we go. And we're all done. So I encourage you to seek out knowledge, seek out something that you haven't done, want to do, want to learn how to do, and haven't tried, that will be good for you. And have a happy Waynesday.